This rhythm is for all 6th grade, and this is going to be a continuation of our rhythm studies. And I want to bring up this etude that we've seen in class before. We've actually used this for practice in counting rhythms. So let me review counting rhythms very briefly. In counting rhythms, we're usually dealing with a measure of 4/4, which means 4 beats in a measure. We haven't talked about anything beyond that. That means from here to here is 4 beats, and then there's a bar line. From here to here is 4 beats and then a bar line. So every measure is filled with 4 beats. So right here we have a 2-beat half note, a 1-beat quarter note, and then 2 eighth notes. And as we've talked about, each eighth note is a half a beat tied together. They make 1 beat. That's 1 beat with 1 sound. So what we have here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can find that in my rhythm videos that we started our year with. In this next measure, it would be counted 1 and 2, which is the rest, 3, which is the 3rd beat, and then 4 and for beats 4 and the extra eighth note. So therefore we have 1 and 2, 3, 4 and. So that was counting rhythms. Now we're using KODALY names. If you need to review my KODALY video, go ahead and watch that again or refer back to your notes on that video. I'm going to go over the names of the notes that we have here. We don't have all of our patterns, but I'll tell you what all of these are so that you can count them later. So what you have right here is 2. Now we call it that because it's 2 beats. We would normally be saying 1, 2. We want to call it 2 because it's a 2-beat note, but we have to make it sound like 2 beats, so we say 2. Right here we have ta and then tt. Here we have tt and then rest, which we just call that rest, and then ta and then tt. So to do this to a beat, it would be something like, I'll go ahead and give you just a beat. It would be 2, ta, tt, tt, rest, ta, tt. Okay? And if you want to go ahead and rewind that and listen to that again and maybe even try to clap along or speak it along, you can do that. This is a 2-beat rest, and we call this rest. So this is a 1-beat rest. It's called rest. This is a 2-beat note. It's called 2. So this is a 2-beat rest. It's called rest. So now to say this rhythm, we would say rest, ta, rest. These notes right here look like a group of 4, similar to 16th notes, but there's only one line connecting them, which means they're eighth notes. This is actually just T, 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 just like regular eighth notes, just like this right here. It's written this way because of where it is in the measure, but we won't talk about that right now. So this measure, to speak it in KODALY, would be T, 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 rest, ta. And right here, we would have rest, T, 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 ta. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this whole line, and I'd like you to follow along with me. 1, 2, here we go. 2, ta, T, 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 rest, ta, T, T, rest, ta, rest, T, 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 rest, ta, rest, T, 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 ta. And that's the line spoken in KODALY. That gives you just about everything you need to know about this entire page so that you can practice on your own. The only thing I haven't discussed is the whole note. For the whole note, instead of saying 4 or ta, which I don't like to do, we simply count it 1, 2, 3, 4. So we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, ta, t, 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 rest. And that's how we count these rhythms. I'd like you to practice the first 4 lines on your own, and we're going to review them in class at our live session. And beyond that, if you'd like to pick up your instrument and just practice playing these, you could also do that. Make sure that you hold your notes for the length of the notes in the exercise, and I'll demonstrate that in class. See you at the live session.